Hello everybody, Killowmusin here, and today I will be doing with Deku has Bond's Power, part 25. So in the last part, I just covered the first day of the training camp. Now, continuing the story, after Deku went to sleep, he would have woke up the next day him being confused since the first thing he saw is a hand in his face, it exploding. Deku having his face blown off, he would have grabbed the hand as he gets out of bed and punches the guy that exploded him, which is Bakugo. Deku asking, "What the hell did you do that for?" Well, I thought it was funny, and it is. What time is it? It's 5:30 in the morning. Uh, why did you explode me in my face at 5:30 in the morning? Well, because Aizawa told us to get up. And since you're sleeping, I thought it would be funny to explode you in the face. And like I said, it was funny. With Deku getting annoyed, he would punch Bakugo in the stomach. Him going back out to the toilet and changing his clothes. Him, after changing clothes, would have walked out of the base, as he would see the entire class there. Aizawa asking where Bakugo is. Deku saying that he thinks that Bakugo is behind him. Him turning back to see Bakugo holding his stomach and walking towards them, with Aizawa throwing a ball at Bakugo, which Bakugo catches, as Aizawa would have told him to come over to where he is standing and throw that ball. Him doing so as he chucks the ball as far as he can. Him getting a higher score than the one he got in the quirk apprehension test, which I believe that I did not specify how far did Bakugo get. So let's say that he got 740 meters in the quirk apprehension test, and now he got 800 meters, as Aizawa would tell everyone the point of the camping trip, or well, training camp. Everybody training just as the same as the anime, with the exception of Deku and, well, Bakugo. Bakugo would have done what he did in the anime, him putting his hands in boiling water, but instead of blasting the explosion towards the sky, he would have blasted the explosion at Deku, who is standing right in front of Bakugo, with Deku taking the full force of that giant explosion, thus training his super healing, his pain tolerance, his resistance to attacks, and his concentration, since while he was getting blasted by Bakugo, he is also using Snatch to grab a giant rock, him trying to move it around. And this is when Class 1B would arrive. Them seeing Deku heavily damaged, bloody as hell, and also heavily burnt. Them seeing Deku healing as he gets exploded again, with his injuries getting more and more severe. Class 1B also hearing Deku screaming out in pain, since, getting exploded over and over again is not a good feeling. Class 1B being horrified by the scene, they would have turned to their class teacher, them having the look of, "Please don't do that to us," and "What did I do to deserve this?" Now, after hours and hours of training, it would be time for lunch. With Deku after healing his own wounds, he would have started to cook just as usual, with Bakugo helping Deku from time to time. And after eating lunch, Deku would do another kind of training, which is him having to use Hunter Fest to his maximum, and staying like that for as long as he can, while also transferring his energy to different parts of his body. Basically, like transferring his energy from his entire body and into his right arm, and then into his left leg, and then both of his arms, and then both of his legs, and so on and so forth. This decreasing the time it needs for Deku to transfer his energy from one body part to another body part. Now, we will time skip to when it is time for dinner, which is, well, again, just as usual, Deku is cooking. But while he was cooking, Deku would have noticed that Kota is leaving the base. Him being confused as he would tell Bakugo to finish the rest. Him grabbing some food that he just made and following Kota, while using Zero Sign. With him finding Kota on a cliff, with Kota sitting down, as Deku would deactivate Zero Sign, Kota being scared and well surprised since he didn't notice that anyone is following him. Now, Deku would have offered the food to Kota, him being angry, and would have told Deku to leave him alone, and that he does not need his company, with Deku saying, "You know, you are not the only one that lost their parents at a young age," as Kota would have yelled at Deku, him saying, "Shut up! You don't know anything. My parents became pro-heroes to abandon me, and then was killed by a villain," as Kota would tell Deku about his whole look on the Hero Society, with Deku saying, "You are right about the society, but did you really think your parents wanted to die to a villain? No, they didn't. You think they abandoned you to become pro-heroes? No, they didn't. They became pro-heroes to ensure your safety in this world. What do you know?" "What do I know? Huh, I experienced it far worse than you." What? "I lost my mom to a car crash when I was 4 years old. And my dad? Hell, I don't even know where he is. I never saw him once in my entire life. And then I was adopted 2 years later by two villains. They abused me until I escaped. After that, I found a father figure, which was good and all, but then was killed right in front of me by the same villain that adopted me. So don't say that you had it worse than me, kid." As Kota would be shocked to hear what Deku just said, with Deku apologizing, saying, "I'm sorry that I got so emotional, but what I was trying to say is don't let the past control what you do in the future. Because the past is in the past. You cannot do anything about it. But the future is different. The future changes based on what you decide to do right now. So don't let other people tell you what to do. The choice is yours, and you can continue to be a hero hater, or you can let go of the past and move on to a better life." As Deku would put the food on the ground and leaves, with Kota yelling, "Wait!" "What is it?" "I have a question." "Go on." "How do you get over it?" "Get over what?" "How do you get over the fact that your parents died?" As Deku would have a flashback of Zero dying in his hands, also remembering his mother's lifeless body on the hospital bed, him saying, "You don't. You accept that fact and move on, never making the same mistake ever again." Thank you. Also, you should go back to the base before Mandalay starts worrying about you, Kota." As Deku would leave the cliff and going back to the base, with Kota eating the food that Deku made, or should I say left for him. After eating the food, he would have gone back to the base sooner than the anime. Now, I know you guys are going to hate me for this, but this is where I will have to end this video. Because, well, let's just say that I am busy today. So again, I apologize for making this video short. But still, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. They'll be amazing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!